Today on Grow with Dr. Jonette, we are making crazy delicious chicken fajitas. They're healthy for your body, healthy for your brain. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by making the marinade. To make the marinade, I'm going to put a quarter of a cup of, this is olive oil. You could use vegetable oil or grapeseed oil, and 3 tablespoons of lime juice into a bowl. To that, you are going to add a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I guess we'll do it this way. That's about a teaspoon. A teaspoon of onion powder. Make sure it's onion powder, not onion salt, as you don't want all that extra salt in onion salt. A teaspoon of that. A teaspoon of chili powder. That looks like about a teaspoon. A half of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Yeah, it's a little more than half of a teaspoon. There we go. Red pepper flakes. And the last ingredient into the marinade is 2 teaspoons of ground cumin. 1, 2. We are going to mix that all up. We're going to add this to our chicken strips. I've cut up 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breasts into fairly small, fairly thin strips. The strips are probably about between a quarter and a half of an inch wide and about 3 to 4 inches long. So we're going to just coat all of these pieces with the marinade, and then we're going to put it aside and let it marinate for a couple of hours in the refrigerator. Well, that's marinating. Let's talk about our simplest smart tip. For this recipe, our simplest smart tip is to cut your chicken into strips rather than marinate the chicken breast as a whole, or the 2 chicken breasts as a whole chicken breast, and then cook them and then cut them after they're cooked. I like to cut them into strips, marinate the strips, and then cook the strips individually. I think it just adds a lot more flavor to chicken fajitas. So we finished marinating our chicken. It actually marinated a little more than a couple of hours. It probably marinated closer to 6 hours, but you can't really over marinate it. So let's go ahead and start frying up the chicken. I like to fry it in a grill pan. I love the little grill marks on it. When you're frying chicken, you want your internal temperature of your chicken to be at least 180 degrees, 175, 180 degrees Fahrenheit, to make sure the cooked chicken is cooked well done and cooked to be safe. We'll let that cook just a bit more, and then we'll take it out and start cooking our peppers. There's enough, looks to me like there's almost enough oil in there to cook a lot of the veggies as well. And then we're going to take these out. And they look like they're cooked pretty good here. I'm going to just put them over here in a bowl. And Let's do some yellow peppers next. Oh, we got a piece of onion in there, but that's fine. Probably got enough room there to do some yellow and the orange peppers. We'll do them together. You want to cook your peppers till they're just soft, a little bit soft, but not mushy. You like them to still have a little bit of a crunch. While we're cooking our peppers, let's talk about our neuronutrition nugget. Our neuronutrition nugget today is about our peppers. Peppers have two vitamins that are important for our brain. They have vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant, protects our brain against oxidative stress, which helps protect not only our cognitive function, but also helps to protect against decline and degenerative type diseases in our brain. The other vitamin is vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is an important vitamin for our brain. It's a vitamin that is a precursor for a number of neurotransmitters for our brain. Vitamin B6 makes two neurotransmitters that are very important for our mental health as well as our physical health. They are serotonin, which is that feel-good, mood-elevating neurotransmitter, and the other one is norepinephrine. This is a neurotransmitter that's important in regulating our sleep and regulating our sleep cycle. And it's also important for helping us maintain good ability to think, to reason, good cognitive function. All of these sweet peppers, including the red, the yellow, the green, and the orange, all have lots of vitamins. I'm going to turn up the temperature a bit. Lots of vitamin C in them, as well as vitamin B6. So when you add a variety of peppers to your diet, you are feeding your brain and helping your body function better. So these fajitas are a great recipe when you want to feed your brain and give it some of the nutrition that it needs to make the neurotransmitters to keep you smiling and help you sleep better. Those are good. All right, so we're going to take these out, and I'm going to add in our red peppers and our onions. It smells so great. I grew up on the West Coast, and growing up on the West Coast, we had great Mexican food. So this was one of the great vegetarian dishes that we had. We didn't put the chicken in it. We would just do the peppers and onions and a plant-based protein growing up. I actually grew up in a blue zone community, so we had a vegetarian diet and pretty much whole grains, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. I grew up in a farming community where we had orchards, so a lot of fruit, different fruit trees, apples, peaches, pears, apricots, and also lots of different vegetables. One of my favorite types of onions when I was growing up were the 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗀 sweets. These are a sweet onion that we're cooking up today, but they aren't the 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗀 sweets. The closest that I've come to a 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗀 sweet is we go to Florida in the wintertime, and they have what's called a strawberry onion or a Florida sweet onion, and they are every bit as delicious and sweet as your 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗀 sweet onions. In fact, my mom, who is 100 years old, is going to be visiting me in Florida here in a month or actually in a few weeks. And I'll be interested to see what she thinks about the Florida sweet onions. She would grow a 𝗙𝗚𝗚 sweet onion and swore that hers were the sweetest onions in the whole 𝗙𝗚𝗚 Valley. Now I'm moving over here, trying to stay out of the fumes. That's one thing when I have the cooking on the stove over there, which isn't great for showing you what I'm cooking, I can turn on the hood and it sucks out all the fumes. But when I'm cooking over here, showing you how to cook, a lot of times I get fumes in my face, which is okay, but
It has been making me cough a little bit, all that little delicious pepper in there. So as soon as these are cooked, I'm going to let them cook just a little bit longer because I want those onions to be nice and soft. Don't like crunchy onions in my fajitas. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and add everything back into my pan. And we're going to just toss it all together here. There you have it, our delicious pan of chicken fajitas. We're ready to serve it with some freshly warmed tacos, maybe some avocado, a little lime, and some homemade salsa.
Chicken fajitas, anyone? If you enjoyed this video, thank you for clicking the like button and subscribing. Also, don't forget to sign up for notifications so you can be notified when I post the next brain healthy, body healthy, nutritious recipe for you. For more information, go to my website at growwithdrjonet.com and you'll be able to find this recipe as well as other recipes that help keep your brain and your body healthy and will help you live a long, productive, wonderful life. See you next time on the Dr. Jonet channel.